I know the punchline. It's so weird. I don't know. Oh shit! I can find the punch. I don't care.
No, find the punchline to this. I want to fucking hear this now.
I don't know what fuck. No, my phone's right there.
Jesus Christ! Here's the punchline, and its name is Oh So Fresh. I asked you for one fucking thing today, just one. What did I ask you for right before the show?
He gonna act up because he got company.
No, I'm gonna act up because I asked you for a goddamn dad joke, and you know what you could have said? You could have just said, I look in the mirror every morning. And that shit would have been funny as fuck. And this is The Hype Podcast. I'm the host with no name.
My name is Also Fresh. I have returned. It's been a week. Have you missed me?
Never. Never miss you. I see you all the time in my dreams, baby.
I don't like it when you interrupt. See, I understand that you're going to act up a little bit because we have company. I like to say we have a guest on the show. We have a guest on the show, my sister. What do you go by? What do you go by?
I go by Tipsy Celeste. Or Tipsy Celeste.
There you go.
Can we finish the intro?
Tipsy
Can we finish the intro first? Thank you. There's an order of operations to these things. If you want to hit us up, call us 503-776-0167 or check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/The Hype Podcast. Or where can they donate, Oh So Fresh?
They can donate on Patreon, patreon.com/The Hype Podcast. Now, if you donate $1, I want to let you know I wet my ass with that $1. There's dollars next to my toilet right now. Ben Franklin, you're getting payback. That's reparations from a black man.
There's a few less dollar bills. I had to get gas.
Oh, okay. Or for a couple dollars, I will pull up my shirt and I will show my breast. I mean, I got man 40-year-old breasts.
I got $2 of your dollars on it right now. Dare you? I dare you. Come on, right on. Hey, listen, it'll be the start of your OnlyFans. Let's go. Come on.
I won't do that for you.
Come on, we believe in you.
My sister's in the room.
You got
my sister's in the room.
Family support.
If you were stripping with family in the room, there's something fucking wrong with you. There's something that you were not taught by your parents.
I'm going to support anything you do, though.
Okay, listen.
I got you.
Listen, I appreciate that support.
No, this reminds me of a fucking story.
Okay.
And yes, stripping in front of family fucking reminds me of a story. Judge me, bitch. All right. So
I gotta hear how this is. So you're stripping.
You remember No.
You're stripping in front of family.
Shut up and listen.
I just want to give it the premise before we go any further.
Champagne
this
Jane?
Man stated he's stripping in front of his family.
No. The context of stripping in front of family.
Okay. I know Champagne Jane.
So Champagne Jane used to live in Anchorage.
Yeah.
Well, I moved her from Anchorage down to Washington.
She used to ride in Portland.
Yeah. And then hop out at gas stations. Yeah. So she lived in Anchorage.
Yes.
My sister and I go up there to visit her. Well, she used to work at a fucking strip club. So I'm at the strip club like 30 minutes before they close. And so I go to the bar and I'm just like watching TV.
Yeah.
And these two lesbians at the bar sitting next to me, they're just like drinking, chatting it up, in a frisky environment. So they're getting down. One of them looks over and goes, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Good movie?" And I was like, "No, my cousin works here." Oh. So I'm like staring at the wall like I'm in timeout. And they were like, "Oh," and they start laughing. They were like, "Can we buy you a drink?" I was like, "Hell yeah."
It's like a given rule. Unless your boyfriend's your pimp, you don't want him to come and see you strip.
Yeah, right. Not that I'm my cousin's boyfriend. Not that. Okay.
Or her pimp.
Yeah, or her pimp. Well, that's debatable. I hooked her up with you, didn't I? So.
No, I hooked her up with me. Thank you for providing the connection. But you know what? Fuck your family. My family's here.
Listen, in the context of what we were just discussing, no.
I don't think my family...
No, I will not fuck my family, okay? Jesus Christ.
And my family will not be stripping.
Thank God.
I'm hoping so.
No.
We're far enough along.
I don't know, a few more White Claws, I can convince her.
I gotta give a shout out because we have somebody who's accredited now. She is...
Accredited?
Yeah.
Did you get a credit check?
She made it through Flagger School.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Wait, couldn't you have just said she graduated?
She's an accredited flagger.
I'm certified.
So she graduated.
Esquire.
What?
She can put some initials behind her name because she's a certified flagger. So how does this flagging thing work?
Esquire.
So, I mean, it was an 8-hour course. I don't know if I would say graduated.
Nah, you graduated. If it's a course, you have to graduate.
Okay, well, yeah. I guess I'm waiting on my certificate.
There you go.
And my ceremony.
So
they're gonna have a ceremony?
No, but this is it.
Oh, this is the ceremony here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So are you talking? You're talking like one of those flaggers that's like literally like slow stop. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wow.
And it only takes 8 hours to do that?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's open book.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And you get city jobs.
Yeah.
So you're just like
Union, city, all that. Yeah.
what the fuck? I'm gonna get a little personal. Like
And
how
it's
much?
like I'm super girly.
You're not
I'm just gonna
recording, are
stand
you?
No,
there.
graduation music.
Oh, thank you. I need that.
There's graduation music.
You
That's
stop-
night
you
court. That's
stopped
night
her-
court. That's night court.
You stopped her explanation to fucking put on a night court theme. Speaking of, they're actually bringing back night
They
court
are, I
on
heard that.
Showtime, dude. It's gonna be fucking terrible.
Anyway,
Fucking terrible.
I'm sorry. I fucked up your story. I just wanted to give you some graduation music.
Thank you.
Because you fuck with a flagger, you go to night court. Anyway, it was an 8-hour course.
8-hour
That
course.
was a dad joke right
And,
there. You fuck with a flagger, you go to night court.
Yeah, it went over my head. Yeah, 8-hour course, and now I can flag anywhere in Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and Montana.
So what do you go in making when you first start out?
Well, I think with the union, people are making like $34 an hour and up.
Literally just to sit there, hang out on your phone,
Yeah.
and like spin signs.
You can't hang out on your phone.
Oh fuck that! I
Yeah.
see motherfuckers in Canada
I see
sitting
it
in
all the
like
time.
barca loungers and shit.
But like technically, you're not supposed
That's
to.
how you get hit by a car. You sitting there fucking around.
Exactly.
Not in a construction
That's how
zone,
you-
bro.
You trying to
Speed limit's 25. There's like 75 cars back, and you're just like,
motherfucker up there trying to
I hold your fucking destiny in my hands,
be up there
bitch.
trying to learn some TikTok dance, and all of a sudden
Right.
you get hit by a car.
Yeah, you're not supposed to use your phone.
Sure,
But I mean, I do see it all the time.
oh yeah, all the time.
I won't admit to it on the radio.
What? Too late. High podcast is not admissible in court.
There you go.
What made you want to do that?
The money.
Okay.
And then they're doing so much construction on my street, and I see them all the time.
Everywhere.
And I know how much they're making to stand there and get in my way.
Yeah,
You're like-
exactly.
So I can do this easy.
So you're like, I'm gonna stick it to the man. Fuck
Yeah.
them.
No, I'm detecting a little bit of lazy here. She's like, I could do it right by my house.
That too.
If I could do it right by my house, if you want me to go 4 blocks away, fuck that.
Yeah. I mean, the pay is good. I'll come out the house.
Now do they schedule you, or do you get to like say, oh, Idaho'd be cool for 2 months. I'm gonna pick this job.
You know, I actually was thinking about that. I either want to work for the union or I want to work for a company that will send me to like other places.
Sure.
So I can travel and they'll pay for it.
Okay.
You might want to stay out of Idaho.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that.
Idaho ain't cool right now.
But Oregon and Washington, yeah, I'm cool.
Southwest and Southeast Idaho is fine for black people.
Nah.
You don't want to go to Northern Idaho.
I just don't want to end up like one of them white girls that got murdered.
Oh yeah.
She's not white. She'll be fine. You know, she's got like 6 blades on her right now. It's all good.
Whoa.
Do you have a knife?
It's in the other room. It's in the other room.
Okay,
She's got 10 claws
now,
too.
now the knife is into the conversation. Knife scared the shit out of me. Motherfucker left the knife in the bathroom, and it's hanging.
It's actually in the bathroom. Yeah,
It's
that's
still in the bathroom, and it's hanging in like this bag. And you go down to do your little number 2 business.
Okay.
And next thing you know, you're looking at a fucking knife, and you're going, okay, well, shit.
Where is it hanging from?
The door, because
So it's
it's
fine.
like- yeah.
So it's not like hanging over your head like if you.
it's just the fact I didn't see a knife in there before this motherfucker got here.
Listen.
I never had to come out like it was Kill Bill when I got done taking the fucking shit.
Listen, you ever end up like Danny Glover and Lethal Weapon with some C4 strapped to your toilet? Then you come talk to me. You see a fucking knife hanging on the door and you're like, fucking wussy. That is not some scary shit. You know what's some scary shit? Some weird fucking white guy walking into your house at 4 a.m. and stabbing the shit out of you. That's what's scary.
That would scare me.
And they got documents on this
A
motherfucker.
weird white guy walking into my house. Anybody walking into my house and stabbing me that's scary.
That's true.
Well, you won't have to worry if you're in the bathroom.
Defense.
Yeah. So now that I'm thinking about it, do you have to like sign any important documents for this job, or is it kind of just like, hey, there's your certification, there you go?
Well, yeah, no, they got my license, of course.
Well, for example, if they're doing construction on like a military base.
I haven't made it that far. I just took
Okay.
the course on Friday.
Does it give you any? Did you have any special privileges because of this? I mean, do you get to like when you see
That's
other
what I'm
flaggers?
wondering.
Can you like tip your cap and be like, yeah, bam, I'll flag too?
No,
bitch.
we're kind of
Let me
like
go
bottom.
through."
We're like bottom of the totem pole.
Hey, even at the bottom, motherfuckers give
But
you solid.
listen, they got to tell you something in school to like give you guys' rank as like a flagger. Is there like a red band around the arm or like a green band for the new people?
I guess I'm a white belt flagger.
Okay. So they give you like a white
No, I'm just
sleeve
kidding.
and
That's a
shit?
karate term. I'm just joking.
No can defend.
So I got to know. So I know you haven't worked today yet, but I got to know. So when I see a flagger, do I need to wave at them? I mean, is it polite for me to say what's up, or do I just drive through like they don't exist?
You could just be nicer now because I'm a flagger.
What's nicer?
Well, I don't know what you do in the first place.
I kind of give them a nod, like, "Hey,
Oh, that's cool. Stick with what you know."
Hey, cool, buddy. There you go.
Yeah.
What I
That's
really
what I
want to
do.
know.
Yeah, it's cold outside.
What I really want to know, and you'll have to come back and tell us this. When you're out there, are you really like, do you motherfuckers need to do this during the day? Like, could this have been a night job? You know what I mean? Because I often look at construction and go, bitch, you could have done this overnight and not be in my fucking morning rush hour way right now.
Yeah, no, I think that all the time, but I guess we'll find out.
You're going to have the inside scoop on some secret shit here.
During the summer, I would prefer nighttime because of the heat.
Of course, yeah. But I also know these union people, they got like...
These union people.
Right.
Yeah. No, they're like...
Are you officially in
You
the union?
people. It's us people
You're
now.
in the union now?
No, not yet.
Oh, wow.
Not yet.
No.
Hey, don't talk too much shit. They might not let her in.
No,
Yeah.
the union people, they're like, we've worked 15 minutes this hour. Like, we're good to go. You guys take a break. We'll pick it up next hour, top of the hour. They don't fucking work. They have an 8-hour job. If they can finish it in 2 hours, they're like, hey, we're chilling.
I was in the union once, and we didn't do shit. I mean, really.
Right.
Like I worked for DMV. Hey, you could do all sorts of fucking up. You had to like dismember somebody before you get fired. You're in the union. Like your union rep. I mean,
You had to take personal documents from work. Let me clear my driving record real quick. Boop, boop.
You know, I thought about that sometimes.
Did you really?
And they were using these.
And you never did it?
They were using computers that looked like super calculators.
And you never decided.
I'm telling you, the screen was black and the text was green.
Sure.
That's how old school the computers were.
Matrix style, dude.
And this is the late 90s. I'm not talking. And I thought about it. I thought about clearing a couple things up because, you know, I've had some trouble in my times. And then they were like, oh, we see everything you touch. No, you don't. No, now I know.
Now listen, did you ever have friends come in and be like, yo, help me out a little bit?
Yeah.
Did you? You really did?
No. You know,
I tell the strangers in the DMV, hey, help me out a little bit.
The best I could do for you is if you were doing a written test,
Yeah.
I might help you out a little bit.
Really?
I mean, depending on how you looked or if I knew you.
Oh, shit. Did you like, were you in charge of like the pass or fail on some of these tests?
On some of the tests, yes. So
Really?
now they're going to go back and track back the records. They're going to have me on. They're going to have me up.
There's going to be like 17 people that shouldn't have driving permits
I'll be
like 30 years ago.
I'll be all fucked off like Joe Biden.
Yeah. What is the deal with that anyway?
I don't understand. So what documents do you have at your house when you're doing some presidential shit? Like I work places. I don't bring any documents home.
Okay.
What documents do you bring home from work? What document did you bring home from flagging school?
Just the book?
Just the book. So is the book classified? Did they tell you not to share it around?
No.
Well, I worked at the DJ school. I did steal a few instruction manuals.
Maybe it was an instruction manual on how to be president.
I borrowed and quit. See, I think there's a difference between stealing and then when you just borrow some shit from work and then you quit the job. That's not stealing anymore.
No, well, look at it this way. You remember the big come up about all the documents that Trump had as a previous president?
Yeah.
Where's that gone?
I don't know.
Right. Now, why all of a sudden are they like, oh, Joe Biden has documents?
Because Joe Biden was storing this shit next to his fucking Corvette. Trump wasn't storing it in his fucking Corvette.
His IROC Z just in the passenger seat.
See, I don't fully understand how this works. Joe Biden has these issues where his son has porn tapes and all sorts of shit around.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? His son is out doing drugs, fucking bitches and everything. We don't want to talk about that. But we want to talk about Trump wants to fuck his daughter. That's a lot of... So when it comes to...
You are keeping it all in the family today, aren't you?
Do you watch Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
If you watch Rick and Morty, you understand this family shit is really nasty. As a side note, Rick and Morty, I'm ready to stop watching because of that. Because when they said Jerry needed to fuck his mom, I was like, this is too much.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Anyway, so Joe Biden said they were just chilling in the garage. They're just there.
Well, what I don't get is
there's shit I can't find here too.
No, I was gonna say I don't get because I lose shit all the time. Like, I just found my fucking registration for my car. I've been driving around for 3 months with no tags.
So what's the worst thing? What's the worst thing you lost in your house?
Oh, my Fire Stick remote for a year and a half. Oh. And then I found it again for a week and lost it again.
The Fire Stick remote is a bitch.
Yeah.
I got because it's black.
Yeah.
And when you're looking around at night, I know people who got like the glow in the dark thing that goes on top of them.
Fuck yeah.
Because in your Fire Stick remote, you'll lose it and then you'll sit somewhere in your house and all of a sudden your Fire Stick will come on and you can't find the fucking Fire Stick.
Dude, I almost got one of those fucking key alert readers, right? That you like stick to your keys and you can like hit a button on your wall and your keys beep. Put that shit on my fucking remote.
It's called an AirTag, sir.
Dude, I don't Apple. You know that. Ooh. Get the fuck out of here. She said, "Oh,
I AirTag. I told you I lost my wallet for 2 weeks.
There ain't nothing in it. So
that motherfucker was sitting right in my bedroom."
I've actually done that once. I lost my wallet, couldn't find it, and then I was like, man, oh well, it'll turn up. Literally went to get in bed. It was like underneath my blanket and shit. I was like, I didn't have this motherfucker all day.
Well, the bitch was. I've been sleeping in the bed with it for 2 weeks.
Now, with this whole Joe Biden thing, did they say what documents they found?
I don't know. I mean, what's classified?
A whole shit ton of stuff?
I don't know what's classified. Like I don't know.
JFK, MLK, the KKK, everything with a goddamn K is classified. Everything.
Now, MLK, you can't talk about MLK. It was just his birthday.
Dude, I can talk about MLK all I want. Dude, the FBI's got documents on MLK. They haven't lost that shit, and they've had it for like 40 fucking years. They got wiretaps. They were spying on that son of a bitch. He was out.
Hey, if you a black motherfucker out there starting shit, they gonna spy on you.
Yeah. He was like a fucking pastor, dude.
No. Get it straight. He is not a pastor. And there's a difference. He is the Reverend.
And he's a doctor too.
Martin Luther King, yes.
Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr.
He has a doctorate. Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So here's the
Junior.
Here's the difference.
We're not talking about a daddy.
I reserve time in this show to fight ignorance, and this will be one of those times. So a pastor.
Hang on. Can you do this in Martin Luther King's voice for me?
I can't do Martin Luther King. I cannot. I cannot. And that's
all you have to do is like lower it by 2 octaves, and you're good.
And you have to slow it down too. He spoke slow.
Dude, you do Diesel Fresh all the time. Let's hear it.
Diesel Fresh and Martin Luther King are two totally different things.
Diesel King.
Hey, but they're both chasing white girls.
What is the difference between?
I'm sorry, it was his birthday. Why I can't let the white girl thing go.
What is the difference between a pastor
and a reverend? Free that ass. God almighty. Free that white ass, bitch. Anyway.
And he said he couldn't do a Martin Luther King.
No, you want to give a little head to a freedom fighter? That was a long march. I need to make a deposit. Anyway, let's get back from the ivory snow hose and get back to business. Anyway, there's a big difference between a pastor and a reverend. A pastor has a church, and a reverend is like a guy that just goes around and preaches.
So a pastor's like Mick Jagger.
No, a pastor would never be like Mick Jagger. I don't know. I mean, if a pastor could pray all those diseases away.
So you're saying like a pastor is like the guy at your local bar playing in a band?
No, a pastor. A pastor is something like, we'll start out. A reverend is something like Beyonce. They travel around, they make money, they speak and everything. A pastor is like the guy at your local bar playing for tips.
Okay.
That's pretty much.
He's got his little congregation. Hasn't quite have enough people to start a cult.
I think, but the pastor gets all the local pussy, and the reverend gets it all over the world.
And let's be honest, Martin Luther King got some international pussy.
We'll leave him and his pussy alone. But you know, if you're a reverend, you can pray that whatever you call in Zimbabwe will go away.
Zimbabwe? What does that even mean?
If you go preach a sermon over there, come on, roll with me here. Are you on the same show?
Yeah, I'm on the same show, but you can't just roll from fucking Reverend Martin Luther King to Zimbabwe.
You took it back to Martin Luther King.
Yeah, because it was MLK Day just the other day, and you lied to me.
What did I lie to you about?
You were like, "Oh, I wasn't at an MLK event, Mr. Osa Fresh. Look what Daddy found."
I said I was.
Care to explain yourself?
Yeah.
Where were you?
I was at
I'm like your white girlfriend right now.
I was wondering why my brother looked like Martin Luther King in his badge.
Show him the badge. Now, I ain't gonna lie. At a couple glances, I was like, is that a picture of me? No, it's not a picture of me.
I kept looking.
Hey, shout out to Ken. Thanks for going cheap with the black and white this year.
And the reason I bring this up, for all you out there, Oso and I talk at least 3 or 4 times a week, and he shot me a text and say, hey, I'm not available for our routine call because I have an event to do. And I was like, when are you doing this event? He's like, Martin Luther King Day. I was like, you son of a bitch. What are we doing? He's like, I gotta work.
I worked at MLK event. I live streamed the MLK event.
It's a holiday. He ain't working.
I brought MLK to many people around the greater Northwest and around the world.
Was it at a church?
It was at a church.
Was that at a black church?
It was at a black church. I mean, if you ask me about the quality of the music, I will fucking stop right now. Tired of white people asking me if the music is good. If you're a white person and you go to a black church just for the music, you're more jigaboo than me. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, I mean, since you brought it up, was it?
Actually, it was.
Now, wait, I got a question.
The choir was jamming.
Hey, he said the choir was jamming.
I mean, I don't know how much church you went to, because usually at church, everybody has their tipping point at church. When you're at church, there's a certain point.
Like they're going to tip?
There's a certain point in the sermon or the service where you go, I'm out.
Okay.
And the sermon usually goes on about half hour to 45 minutes longer than that.
Oh, Jesus.
So I think we were supposed to run till 4. I was checked out about 3:15.
Okay.
Then the last act came up. They played until 5:30.
Holy shit.
I kept jamming. Like, if I had a tambourine, I'd been good. But it was like in 5 minute spurts, because I was thinking, I want to get the fuck home. And,
right.
And if you've really been to church, anybody who's been to church, say amen as I give you an explosion.
Amen.
Never, ever stay for the fucking altar call. Because that trifling bitch that needs to find Jesus is going to take way too long to pray down at the fucking altar.
I have a question.
You know what an altar call is?
Yes.
Okay.
I do. But I have a question. Do white churches celebrate the same way black churches do on MLK Day?
I don't know. I stopped going to white churches when I was younger. So I don't know.
Come on, you were
MLK Day was still new then. So
yeah, I was going to say you were around before MLK Day was even a thing.
I lived before MLK. I'm old enough to be the daddy to all your favorite rappers. That's what the fuck I am. I'm that old.
You know what I really want?
But I'm not old enough to remember what we did before MLK Day.
That's interesting. I wonder if...
What do we do? I mean, what do we do with that Monday?
I don't know.
I mean, did people celebrate Martin Luther King's life without having a day off?
Yeah. Right.
I mean, now motherfuckers use it as a chance to fucking turn up and throw a party. Well, you going to the MLK party? Hey, have you been to an MLK party?
Yeah.
And did they stop for the I Have a Dream speech during the middle of the party?
No, they didn't do
that.
They did not. No.
Did somebody reenact it live?
It had nothing to do with MLK at all.
No?
They just wanted to party. They, not me. Not we, they.
What do you mean? As she rolls in here with raspberry vodka and White Claw, she's like, no, I wouldn't dare to party.
So
not me.
So if we go on Cinco de Mayo, it's tequila. And then on St. Patrick's Day, it's green beer. So on MLK Day, is it Hennessy?
Oh, Jesus. a little cognac.
Really good point there.
What is the official shit of MLK Day? What is the official drink?
That is a great question, because I got harangued just the other day about, well, you're not drinking. Well, what about all these holidays coming up? I'm like, what do you mean all these holidays coming up? Like St. Patrick's Day, Cinco de Mayo, MLK. Like, what the fuck do you mean?
What about my liver?
Yeah.
Sounds like me though.
Yeah,
you ain't gonna make.
I'm like, you're upset that I don't want to put poison in my body for a couple months? Let myself reset? What's going on here? And they're like, well,
you're just no fun.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, shit, I'll be no fun. When's the last time you didn't drink for like 6 months?
I don't know.
1987?
Did I have pubic hair?
Did you have pubic hair in 1987?
I didn't start drinking until I was 25. So
Did you really?
Yeah, I started drinking until I was 25.
How old do you think MLK was when he started drinking?
I don't know. I never thought about that. I never thought about him drinking.
I mean, he was slaying bitches for years.
Wow.
Years.
See, this is where I'll just let you monologue on MLK, because I have really shit on our great black leader enough for the day.
What do you mean? How did you shit on him? You didn't shit on him at all. You've clarified the difference between a reverend and pastor. You reminded people he's a doctor. You participated in an MLK Jr. event. How did you shit on him?
Just by facilitating you talking this shit.
Exactly.
And then
so
I did
let
say,
Daddy take the wheel and you'll be fine.
I did share that we both like the white bitches.
Yeah. He had a dream. And part of that dream was white bitches. No, I'm just curious to know.
He had a dream and she had a pearl necklace.
The heart of the ocean. I'm just curious to know, as MLK came up, like when he was getting his doctorate, when he was becoming a reverend, I mean, you know, and doing his speeches.
I don't know.
You know damn well there's.
I don't know.
That's like the trifecta. That's like the Wayne Gretzky of racism.
I cannot elaborate on this because they will kick me out of the race. They'll
kick you out of the
You'll get traded.
The black card is real. I want to get traded off like Tiger Woods. I mean, I could talk a little shit about MLK, but not like this.
I'm not asking you to talk shit.
You never talk about MLK drinking. That's not something you talk about.
Really?
You can talk about,
we can't have a little honesty in this world?
We can talk about the motherfucker.
What are you, a fucking politician?
We can talk about motherfucking chasing white hoes or whatever, but drinking?
All right, Al Sharpton. All right, Al Sharpton, calm the fuck down.
Now that's where you start choking motherfuckers. I ain't no goddamn Al Sharpton.
I know you don't have enough hair.
I wish I had a perm like that.
Oh, so you already know, so it's about that time to go. We're going to get the fuck out of here before they disown me and kick me out the neighborhood for not being black.
It's a white ass neighborhood. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I was talking about the neighborly brotherhood of black folks. I'm an honorary black member of the MLK tribe. All right, I have a plaque.
You
hanging
have
in my
no idea
office.
what you're talking about. No idea.
You want to see it?
No idea.
I'll send you a picture.
I want to see it.
Yeah, see, she knows what's up. She knows about the MLK plaque.
No, I have to see it because I don't believe it.
I don't believe it. No. I mean, the impression is that you white folks think we share everything with you. We do stuff without you.
I'm just gonna send that meme about the new Boston art piece. That's gonna be my plaque.
There's so many.
Have you seen? No. This new sculpture of MLK. I guess it's supposed to be a picture of him hugging his wife.
Yeah,
and
they finally showed that.
Yeah, that's real. That's real bad.
Looks like Shaq's girlfriend holding his dick.
What's you talking about? Shaquille O'Neal? That's the kind of porn you watch?
I was gonna say, how do you know?
I watched Shaqtin' a Fool.
Wait, what'd you do? What'd you do? Take a number and say next?
No, I sit there and bang the tambourine.
Hey, this is the podcast after the podcast. And I just want to thank my sister Celeste for being on the show. She is a worthy addition to the podcast and the flagging world. So if you get flagged by this motherfucker, you just give her the finger and say you heard her on the Hype Podcast. And we out.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.